No.
Ranty's here now. Ranty,
Ranty, do you want to debate, bro?
Also,
let me debate Ranty.
I'm not talking about Ranty. It's not Ranty. It is
well,
not
let me intellectually
Ranty.
eviscerate him, please.
The flat earther who went back is not Ranty.
Let me intellectually eviscerate Ranty since he's here. What's up, buddy?
Intellectually eviscerate.
So I'm eating my tea, mate. I'm eating my tea, mate. So, but yeah, eviscerate, that'd be funny.
I don't think
I'll gladly eviscerate you, bro. No problem.
Lay out your proofs.
Let me arrange this because this is.
I will.
So look, Witsit, when are you going to be? Sorry, Ranty, when will you be ready to speak with Witsit? How long can you get ready by?
I want to hear him. Sorry, I want to hear him eviscerate the argument. Go ahead.
Close your ears, Scott.
Okay, well, swallow your food, chubby boy. Here's the deal. So, Ranty, I got a question for you before we start, okay? Is this proof of the geometric horizon?
Nope. 6.6 miles away. I don't see that.
This is going to go really bad for you, if you go.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. So stop talking about me. Is this proof of the?
No, it's not.
You're laughing because you know that you're about to get eviscerated, dude. Hey,
let me explain their position, Witsit. They're saying that this observation proves the Earth is not flat. That's why I started with. They're saying it's not flat. So where he goes from there, you'll have to obviously talk to him about it. But Ranty, how long is he ready? Like 20 minutes, 15? What?
Longer that you keep interrupting.
I'm just interested to see how he's going to explain it.
Right.
We've got the man himself here. He should be doing a presentation.
You don't want to do this.
Hold on. He should be doing a presentation. He should be doing a presentation explaining this on a flat plane. That's what I'm waiting for. I don't want to have a debate, really, right now. I want to see him do a presentation like I did.
Of course you don't, because I would dominate.
Their argument is the tower shouldn't be taller than the mountains.
And then when you do your presentation...
Hey, Ranty, wait, real fast. Ranty, are you down? Hey, Ranty, time out. Since Ranty has been on our side... Wait up, Ranty, since you've been on... Guys, can you calm down, please? You're making it worse. Ranty, since you've been on our side, right, and then you now know us to be the stupid, foolish people that we are, then you would have no problem showing your face and then coming on my channel or whatever platform you choose and having a debate about it, right? Because if we've been misguided into thinking the Earth's flat when it's actually a magic spinning cartoon ball that defies physics, then you should actually want to help us get out of this delusion, right? So you should be happy to sit down and debate with me with a fair moderator, right?
I'll tell you what, if you want to debate, I'll go on Conspiracy Cat's channel. I'll debate you. No worries.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, is that guy capable of actually moderating fairly?
Yeah. No problem. Bring it on.
Okay, awesome. So everyone heard it. Ranty agreed to debate me. I'll have to look. I don't even know about anything about that gammon dude.
I'll moderate.
Okay, but if I'll look into a debate he's done, if he fairly moderates, it's whatever. I have a feeling that you ran to a specific name for a reason because you need some help. But cool. So Ranty, I'll just disprove the nonsense that you went back to the globe Earth, right? Live for everyone to see. But Ranty, can you answer my question? Is this proof? Here, but let's establish some parameters first. That's sweet. So let's establish some parameters first, okay? While you get to hide behind your Discord. So the real question here is: are you now saying, well, the Earth's not flat? It's a ball with a radius of 3,959 miles. Just to specify, are you saying that the globe Earth model we were all told is accurate?
Have you even seen the presentation? I doubt it.
No, I don't watch you, dude. I never have. You're very dry and boring. I'm asking you. Ranty, do you think that the Earth model...
How did the tour go?
I'm still on tour. Hey, Ranty, how do you think that...
How did it go?
It seems like you're wanting to run away from a very simple question. Ranty, is the globe model... Ranty, stop diverting. Stop diverting.
Listen, let me finish. If you want to debate, I think you better watch the presentation first before we get into this, because I
think you might want to just answer a simple question. So I'm not watching you. So is the globe Earth model we were taught? Oh, you're just going to keep... you're the one that's obviously ignorant. You think the Earth defies physics. So is the globe Earth... Stop interrupting me. Is the globe Earth model that we were all taught with the radius value of 3,959 miles true, yes or no?
Witsit, what are you doing? This isn't a platform for you to badger Ranty as he has.
Hold on a second.
I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to pin me into a horizon. That's what he's trying to do.
No, Ranty, I just want to know what you honestly think now.
If he watched the presentation, he would understand it was nothing to do with
but
the
he
horizon.
didn't. So could you answer his question like concisely now, or do you just want to refer back to the presentation?
Well, this observation does not prove flat Earth. In fact, it disproves flat Earth, and it shows substantial drop. Make of that.
Hey, I'll ask the question for you again. Pull your crayons out, Ranty, and write down the question. Is the Earth a ball with a radius of 3959? Yes or
I just
no?
answered it. I just answered your question.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
But he actually
didn't listen. You didn't listen. It went in one ear and out the other. Because you
said this just shows the Earth's not flat. So I'm asking you, if it's not flat, is it the model that we were all told that it was? Yes or no?
You still didn't hear my answer, did you?
Just say yes or no.
Repeat my answer.
It's a yes or no question.
Repeat my
It's
answer.
a yes or no question.
Jeremy, come on.
Why can't you answer the question, Ranty? You're not going to debate me. You're going to get dominated, dude.
Repeat my answer.
No. I'm asking you a yes or no question, okay? So for the whole audience,
what does that have to do with this observation?
You're afraid to stake the claim, huh? Is the model that we were taught correct? Yes or no?
No, you need to answer this question. What does that have to do with this observation and the presentation?
It has to do. Well, we'll get to the observation, but I just want to understand exactly what you're arguing.
No.
Yeah, I do, because in order for me to have an intellectual exchange of product.
Hold on. You said you were going to debunk.
You just interrupt every time, dude. You're a gamma.
You said you were going to debunk
You're a gamma.
the observation. Now it's asking me about what I believe. That has nothing to do with the observation. No. No. Let's get this right.
The observation. I've already refuted the observation, buddy. I've already refuted
one at a time.
The observation. Go ahead. Debunk it.
I would need you to empirically validate the observer height and to use infrared and to make observations repeatedly to account for the fluctuation within the atmospheric conditions, which someone on this panel themselves have already admitted that there is a fluctuation. So you're actually going to have to claim it's a physical obstruction. That's why I need to know, in a general parameter of the discussion, to have an intellectual exchange of productivity. I know these are all words that you probably can't keep up with. Intellectual exchange of productivity. I need to know the parameters in which you're arguing from. So, do you think that the model of 3959 radius we were all taught is true? Yes or no, Ranty?
Has nothing to do with this observation.
You can't answer the question, bro. You're so dishonest.
Yeah,
I wonder
Ranty,
why this guy sold out for money. Oh, by the way, Randy, I'm going to expose you right now.
Hey, let it between them two. Let it.
Yeah, Randy, I'm about to expose you. What about?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I just want to make the point of order there. So somebody did not admit that there was a fluctuation. Well, what I said was there was a minor fluctuation that in no way came close to making those mountains higher than the tower. So pretending that that's a factor is just plain dishonest and really intellectually dishonest to tell that half truth like that. I just needed to point that out since it was me that said it.
See, Jim, you couldn't.
You just needed to mute me so you could try to save your little globe zealot Ranty. Here's the deal, bud. You just now said, and I quote, I did not say that there was. Shut up, Ranty. I did not say that there was a fluctuation. What I said was there's a minor fluctuation. What a clown, bro. What a clown.
Right, because saying there was a fluctuation and missing out the really, really minor part and the extra bit that the mountains barely moved, they certainly were at no point bigger than the tower, makes it sound like this fluctuation could make those mountains bigger than the tower. When in actual fact, this fluctuation shows us that those mountains are never bigger than the tower. So that's why it's important, Witsit. Because saying it your way makes it seem like the opposite to reality.
Okay. Once again, what you would need to do to be efficient here is to use infrared and make consistent observations with varying atmospheric conditions. Now, Ranty, I already know how people raised money to help someone that was going to get kicked out of their house, and you realized there was a lot of super chats, and you kept the money, and then someone decided they'd write the check for it to replace it and keep it private, and then you recorded the conversation, and you posted it on the internet after stealing money numerous times. So for me, I know.
You're not going to get to say that. You want to respond to that?
I have no idea.
That's how you moderate, Jim. That's how you moderate.
Yeah, you don't get to accuse people, make wild accusations like that just out of the blue, unless you can support them. I mean,
of course that's how I'm moderating.
So He came in and he said that he was.
Hold on, let's just deal with what's just been said first of all.
To be honest, I didn't even understand what he was saying. It made what he was saying just had, didn't ring any alarm bells with me, so I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Okay, well, let me tell you the whole story, Randy. Maybe this will ring some alarm bells for you.
Right. Do you want to support some of these accusations of theft that you've just made? Or
yes,
do you
please,
Or would you like to retract them?
No, let him do it, please. Let him do it. Let him do it on air, and let him state his name when he does it first.
Right, Austin Witsit. I'm not a little gammon like you that hides. Right. So here's the deal. I say my real name because I'm not a gammon like you. So someone was facing being homeless. Okay, it was acknowledged on air, and then people started flooding Ranty super chats because he said they were going to go to this person so that they wouldn't be homeless anymore. They raised almost $900 something after the 33% deduction of YouTube taking a third of the super chats, and then he said, oh, that's a lot more than I expected, and he kept the money. Then a flat earther that I know that I personally talked to a couple days ago, they called you off the air, said, I would prefer to keep this private to not bring any more animosity into the movement. I will cover what it was. Tell me what it was. I'll cover it without the 33%.
This is really an old story, Witsit. You aren't producing evidence for it.
So you don't let him finish. You asked Jim. You asked him to present it, and then
right, but he isn't presenting any evidence, is he?
Well, let him finish then, Jim.
Shut up! He's giving us the blabber. Just because you're interrupting me because I can't speak. And all you're doing is making this take fucking longer. If you just shut the fuck up.
Quiet. Calm down, man. Stop getting so mad.
Don, just relax, dude. You don't need to have the last
get
word
mad? Why would I not get mad when I can't get two fucking words out without you saying something fucking stupid and pointless? Right, Witsit, we know all about this. I've made videos on it. So has Ranty. It's very, very old news. You are incorrect. This was settled in a court of law. A court of law has decided that you are incorrect. So please abandon these accusations of theft that you definitely cannot back up because an English court of law has told you can't.
Yeah, because they send the super chats to his account. That's why. So anyway, good try. Oh, the court of law acknowledged that it was sent to his account, so he gets to keep it if he wants to. That means that he didn't take the money that was sent not for him. What a cool story. And my only reason for bringing that up was so I already know that you're not.
If you don't stop this, I am just going to kick you because you are not going to be allowed to do this here.
He should be able to.
You're making accusations of theft against a real person in real life that are not true, and that you've got some daft story of Anthony Riley, his version of it, obviously.
No, I didn't talk to Anthony Riley in real life, dude. I talked to the person that wrote the check. Hey, listen, Jim, listen. I talked to the person in real life a couple days ago that wrote the check to replace the money, that talked to him off the air. He recorded the conversation and then promised it'd be off fair. But it doesn't matter. My whole point, we can leave it alone. It doesn't matter. My whole point was just, I don't really look at you as a beacon of truth and honesty. So the fact that you claim to have gone back is cool. Whatever. So my question is for a specific reason. It's an intellectual honesty test, okay? Is the model that we were taught with the radius value of 3959, is that true? Do you now think that it was true and you were mistaken thinking that it wasn't true? Why are you afraid to answer the question, Ranty?
So, right, can you pop him on mute for a sec, please? Because I don't want him interrupting.
Well, just make your point and see what happens, Ranty.
Yeah, so my point is pretty simple. I've brought some devastating proof to the community that shows absolutely 100% that we do not live on a flat plane. And what Witsit's doing is he's coming in, it's called something called gaslighting. So he's coming in and he's trying to throw shade upon me over something that happened a long time ago, over a year ago now, that was all sorted out. The truth came out. I was vindicated, and he's coming in, and what he's trying to do is he's trying to go after the character rather than the actual presentation and the observation. And this is a typical tactic of the flat earthers, what you're seeing right now. It's trying to burn me down because they want rid of me from this community because of the devastating proof that I brought. Now, up until now, all we've heard from him is, oh, it wasn't done in infrared. That's all he has, because he cannot in any way, shape or form answer the observation. he would get destroyed in a debate with me.
Okay, then how about you stop talking about it and be about it?
The only thing he has is a fast mouth and a shout.
Are you want to debate tonight, Ranty? You want to debate tonight?
Ranty, hold on, Ranty. Hold on.
You would get decimated, Ranty, and we all know it.
Witsit! I think you should either answer his question or tell him that you are not going to answer his question, and preferably give him a reason why you're not going to answer his question.
Well, I'm not going to answer his question because it has nothing to do whatsoever with this observation. So the point was, he wanted to debate on the observation. I'm willing to debate anybody on this observation. The point being that he then wants to add other things and ask me other questions that has nothing to do with it. Stick to the observations, bring your proofs, tell us how this can be possible on a flat plane, and we'll all sit back and listen. That's it. Chop, chop.
Okay, yeah, we live on a topographical plane. You would have to make an observation in infrared to cut out majority of the light spectrum, and then you would have to make consistent observations repetitively to account for the fluctuation within the atmospheric conditions, which change the optical effect of what you're perceiving. Write it down, play it back in slow motion. So I didn't just say infrared. I specified that I would need an actual empirical, verifiable proof that the observer height is correct. I would need consistent observations throughout the course of the day, day to day, hour to hour, to prove that it was in fact not fluctuating. And I would need it in infrared to cut out majority of the light spectrum, because I like to make efficient observations, Ranty. So back to the point, because even if it is
You've never made an observation of that nature.
Hey, Ranty, even if Ranty,
there is not a single flat Earth observation that meets all of those criteria. Not one. Hey, don't talk bollocks about how you like to make efficient observations. You haven't made any.
Is Ranty like your boyfriend? You got to keep muting me and teaming up on me for him or something? Are y'all?
It's just when I hear something so far from the truth, I feel that it needs to be pointed out, and that definitely needed to be pointed out. There are no observations at all that meet Witsit's standard of observation. None whatsoever.
Okay, so we were all told at a young age that we live on a ball with a circumference of 24,901 miles at the equator and a radius value of 3,959 miles. So what we're trying to decide is, were we lied to about the nature of the Earth? Is it something that we weren't told? Because it certainly is not a ball with the convexity rate of terra firma. I'm still talking. I already did discuss observation. I'll look into it more in depth. I haven't looked into it. But this is the point. I don't care if the Earth is something that I don't know what it is. I know it's not what they said it is. And this is why Ranty refuses to answer the question. Ranty, is the Earth a ball with a radius of 3959? Yes or no?
He's giving you his answer. He's giving you his answer to that.
He's giving you the answer that he's not going to answer it. So he can't even stake his claim. He's afraid to even stake his claim, but we're stupid? Somehow we're stupid. He can't even make his claim.
He gave you his reason for not answering it, Witsit.
Well, this is the problem, Jim. If it's not a radius value of 3959, then everything they said about space is a lie.
Let me say something. Hold on. So, Jem, this is the problem. Because
he's not watched the video. Because he's
I don't watch your videos. I have stuff to do in real life. I'm not a loser that just pretends to switch back to the globe Earth and steals money.
I know what you get up to in real life.
The position here a second. So, Rand, this is how the argument.
You have stuff to do in real life. But you jumped in a van and you drove across the whole country to spread the flat Earth.
That shows that it's not flat. We can show you observations that show it is flat. So what do we do at that point?
Well, that's not what's being asked for, though, is it?
What I'm trying to do at the moment is
move the observation that it is flat. Where do we go at that point?
What I'm trying to do at the moment is move the conversation on from the question that Witsit has asked at least 4 times. I think it's probably 6 times now. And that's why I put Ranty on the spot and I said, either answer it or tell him why you're not answering it.
This is very possible on a flat Earth.
I'm still talking.
Yeah, he's not going to answer, Jim. We get it.
This is why you have to be muted, Witsit, because I can't make a point. I can't finish a logical point, can't explain anything, because you have to blart yourself all over the fucking end of it like a lunatic. Can't remember what I was saying now. So
you were saying that he wants you to jump through hoops.
Right. So I'm trying to move the conversation on, Chemo, and we can't if it's just him asking the same question over and over again like it's some sort of gotcha.
Which is why.
I'm nearly there. Ranty's given his reasons for not answering it. That will just have to do for now. Let's move on.
So which is why I was moving on by saying, if Witsit was to say, I have an observation that shows it's flat, you have an observation that shows it's not flat, Now what? Witsit wants to move forward and have
You gotta look at it.
Okay, so it's all good. It's all good. Look, guys. So yeah, it's all good. Okay, he's not going to answer the question. We'll move on. Okay, the reason he's not going to answer the question because he knows the follow.
Make a point while Witsit's while someone else is talking.
Witsit. That I was talking.
I didn't even finish his point, mate.
Dangerous.
Actually, depends on people talking chemo.
Hold on, he's just about to pre-assume why I'm not going to answer it. So let's listen.
Yeah, you're not going to answer because you know the follow-up question will just intellectually eviscerate you. So it's all good. You're afraid to stake your claim of specificity and claim the dimensions that we were all brainwashed and taught in school. So it's all good. You're afraid to stake the specific dimension claims of 3959 radius. We get.
Yeah, so you're defining his emotions and motives now, rather than...
He gave his reasons. Hang on. He gave his reasons. You've now given what you think his reasons are. Don't give them again. Move on. This is not moving on.
So the
I was just about to move on. Okay, so his claim is that this is impossible on a flat Earth, right? That's your claim, Ranty. Is that right?
That was the claim. Well done.
Okay, so this is impossible on a flat Earth, even though we know for a fact that observations constantly fluctuate based on atmospheric conditions, and that we have a topographical plane, and that...
God, you just got spanked on that already in this very conversation.
So here, just to clarify, what Ranty's saying is he's actually invoking an ambiguous stance of, well, it's just not possible if the Earth's flat. He doesn't want to actually stake the claim that the Earth's the ball.
You've not even watched his video. How can you say that?
I'm not gonna watch his video. He's so hard to listen to. It makes me want to pull my eyes out. Right. This dude is so dry. It's a joke. I'll debate him face to face on his evidence. How about you give me
fast forward,
guys? Didn't we agree that Ranty and I were going to talk? Why do we have 15 Glovers jumping in?
Yeah, guys.
There's one other guy. It's me, and I'm asking you, how can you debate him? How can you debate him on this topic if you're not going to even look at his claim?
Oh, okay. Well, I'll debate him at the time of the topic. Maybe we'll watch him at 2x speed and just try not to kill myself. So, Ranty, here's the deal. We'll debate it. You can give your presentation live on Conspiracy Catcher New Boyfriend's channel. But my point is, you're afraid to stake the claim of specificity of the dimensions because you just now have the comfort zone of ambiguously staking. No, I'm saying the reason why I was asking is because...
We know. You've said it 3 times.
That was never the claim. And you're trying to put a claim on me that I've not made. So you're just a numpty. The claim was it can't be possible on a flat plane. Now, if you're a flat earther and you're going to disprove that, I await the information. I want you to show me how it can be possible on a plane. Bring some evidence. Don't just say you need to go back for a year and repeat the observation. You have an observation. In fact, you have probably 6 observations from the same spot showing the same thing. So that's a pretty good indication that over a period of time, you can rely upon those visuals because the person actually providing those visuals is a level earther, i.e. a flat earther. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to say that this is what it's like all the time because this is what it does say it's like this all the time. So you've got to take his word on it for that, right? So based upon that, and based upon you're never going to see anything different, even if you stood there for the next year, you've got to try and answer it as a flat earther, how it's possible on a flat plane. So go ahead.
Okay, so you use an observation where the base of the mountain is obstructed by a city line, right? Like a skyline, and then you say this is impossible on a flat Earth, even though you can't verify the base, or if you ever see the base, or if it fluctuates enough to see the base. Conveniently enough for you, it's blocked. And then in addition, actually where you see the shore is impossible on your model, which is why you're afraid to specify the model as your actual claim, because you know it's impossible to see that shoreline on your model. So you just want to say, well, this can't happen on a flat Earth, but you can't say that because you can't even verify when you can actually see the base. And in addition to that, it constantly fluctuates. We can show you numerous different observations that show that something can appear to go down due to atmospheric conditions and to refraction. So we know that it can happen on a flat Earth because this is exactly what would happen on a flat Earth. Things constantly fluctuate, yet you can't even specify that you can see the base or can't see the base, and that's why you are stuck solely on this. And to think that one observation where you can't verify the base somehow makes the magic cartoon model we falsified true again is a joke, and this is why you're afraid to specify your claim as that being the case.
And this is why he's never watched the video.
Let Ranty respond.
Hold on, let Ranty respond. Jeez.
Let him respond.
So if he'd have watched the video, he'd have seen how we defined where eye level was. And based upon that, he would also know the other relevant data that goes ahead along with it. So all that garbage that you just heard him say about we can't see this and we can't see that, we can absolutely see everything that we need to determine what is going on in that image.
Can you see the base of the mountain?
I would... Obviously you can't.
You can see the base of the mountain through the skyline?
So who said that? What?
You just said,
Wow, you just got dominated, bro. Are you sure you still want to debate?
Hang on. What do you mean?
Can we pause?
How do you expect to see the bottom? How do you expect to see the bottom of the
He doesn't have all the information. He
Well,
doesn't
we
have
say
all.
that it's
Should he
been-
get? Pause. He should get all the information first, and then you guys should continue this.
You're right, he
He
should,
needs all that.
because it's like
Okay.
a spastic at the minute.
Hey, Ranty, can you see the base of the mountain? Yes or no?
Watch the video.
Not running.
No. I'm not watching. Stop promoting yourself. You already got a little side check to
It's
pretend
not
you
on my
switched back
It's not
over.
promote-
I'm not gonna
Why
watch your
would I
stupid
get-
video.
You
Hey,
subscribe.
Hey, Ranty, we get it. Someone paid you to pretend you were a flat earther. No one cares. It's so creative of an idea. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Is the skyline?
Oh, my friend, you're just a
You interrupt every time,
One
Ranty.
at a
Every
time,
single
guys.
time. And
One
you
at
have
a time.
Glovers here helping you and muting me, and you still have to interrupt me, Ranty.
Witsit, stop. Nobody's hearing anything. Everyone's talking over each other.
So Witsit got into this about 2 years ago, right? Turned up and he got sucked into Glowbusters. He was just some dude with a fucking flat cap on or whatever it was that he was using. I'd been in this debate a long time before then.
No one cares.
Long time before this clown came on the show. And
I'm the clown. Yeah. Good story.
Let him finish with it.
With his clown show thing is just embarrassed flat earth.
That would intellectually run circles around you. Yeah.
Just let him finish.
That's all you've done. And you're going to come in here and you're going to try and say to me that I don't know about optics when I spent 5 years looking at it. You haven't done.
Yeah, you're a good control op.
A tenth of the observations or a tenth of the research that I've done. You are a little flea. And if it came to a debate, you would lose so badly. Just go and watch the presentation. In fact, watch the debate I had with Brian's Logic, and you will see what you're coming up against, because you think that you're somebody because you can talk fast and shout fast. Makes no difference when you're in a debate and it's properly moderated, because Sunshine, you would get eviscerated.
Oh yeah, that's such a cool story.
We got the ad homs out the way.
Yeah,
now. Hang on.
I think everyone.
We got the ad homs out the way.
Calling
Now go
around
ahead with it.
Yeah, but that's perfect because I can't wait to expose you live, man. And we'll see. And you have to pick the moderator. How about we'll have to agree on the platform? I don't have to go promote Conspiracy Cat's stupid little Gamma channel. We'll agree on a third-party platform that will fairly moderate it, and then you bring your little presentation that you want me to watch so bad, and I will pick it apart effortlessly. And by the way, when we do that,
we'll do it on my channel.
Yeah, Jim, you're a fair moderator. You muted me 15 times today.
Listen, that's why I said Scott can moderate.
Scott's the worst person in here, dude. You kidding me?
I'll moderate.
Okay. None of the Glovers in this channel are going to moderate. Okay.
Yes, I will. I'm biased.
I want to answer a question if I can, without getting muted, hopefully this time.
Best order would be
moderate.
I need him to bring his AK, not just word volley. You know, I don't want shit like that. I want you to bring some presentation. I want to see something that you've actually worked on, not just waffle.
Hey, are you incapable of understanding words? Are you going so far to the globe side now that you're going to claim that I use word salad that doesn't make sense?
You do work. I mean, if you just listen to yourself for the past hour, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
See, I'm sorry that you don't have comprehension levels that supersede like 3 syllables, but that doesn't make me stupid, Ranty. So here's the deal. We're gonna debate. We'll choose a third-party platform that's agreeable with a fair moderation. Then we will have parameters for the debate. That means that the moderator will not interrupt, will not debate for you, will not mute me, right? And that fallacious reasoning and intentional, I'm still talking, Ranty. Put your panties back on, I'm still talking. We're going to make sure that you don't get to run around and invoking fallacies and interrupting me like you have the entire time I've been on this little stupid show, okay? Yeah, and we'll see what happens. You're going to get dominated, Ranty, and you're going to back out.
Yeah, so the question I wanted to ask Ranty very quickly was, at the moment, he seems to be trying to force you into a, you accept the globe earth position. Now, you're trying to basically say you're a flat earther. Here's stuff that debunks the flat earth. Now, you need to bring something to show that this is incorrect. I don't believe you're claiming it's a ball of X number of miles wide, just saying it's not flat.
Oh my God.
That's your position, isn't it?
Witsit, Ranty, would you be willing to do it on Brandon's tonight or tomorrow?
Yes, let's do it there. Yep.
No, I'm
perfect.
Of course not.
Perfect.
Not tonight. No, not tonight. Not tonight or tomorrow. I'm busy. So let's see. Sometime over the weekend, preferably.
Yeah, you got to run and buy your handlers first.
Right. Okay.
It'll also give you time to watch the video presentation.
Oh yeah, the weekend. That's only 2 days away. That's not tomorrow. That's Saturday night, Ranty.
Yeah,
I'll set it up with Brandon. I'll tell Brandon.
Prime time for your evisceration. I'm down.
It's a lot of time. That's only not tomorrow. The next day. It's not ages away. It's Saturday night.
That's fine. Right? Yeah, but whatever.
On Brandon's. Yeah.
Why on Brandon's? Why on Brandon's?
Well, you did one on conspiracy.
One to be one in Brandon.
Yeah, the problem is, I mean, he doesn't. He won't. He'll just allow Witsit to just intersect too often. To be fair.
Oh, so you can only accept a debate if it's on a prominent Glober channel.
I would say that's a fair assumption. Yeah.
Conspiracy cats.
Well, hold on. Listen, I'm telling you.
What about modern day debate? What about modern day debate?
Yeah, what about modern day debate?
Yeah,
no, he doesn't even moderate, dude. Come on.
You won't get that for Saturday, will you? He plans them a few weeks in advance, I think.
Yeah, I think if you watch Conspiracy Cats, he did a good job. So, yeah, we'll do it there.
That's the only place you can do it, is where your little buddy, who also has the same handlers as you, will agree to pretend to moderate while he interrupts.
But how about this then? Would it make a difference if we
Does it worry me? No. Why would I be worried about you, bro?
Well, you've got truth on your side, right? So you should have
That's correct.
No matter who the moderator is, you should be able to still win through, right?
Yeah, you definitely don't have truth on your side because you can't even stake your claim.
So, to be
fair, I have another idea. Ranty, I have another idea.
I've got an idea. How about this? How about this? My channel, Chemo moderates.
No, not me.
Yep, there you go.
Conspiracy Cats here to moderate, Ranty.
Yes, you do it.
So me and Conspiracy Cats will moderate, and you two can be one-on-one.
Yeah.
The entire time.
Oh.
Get a word out, please. To be fair,
that will work.
What's up, Jeremy?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
To be fair, Conspiracy Cats did moderate fairly well last time.
He did all right, yeah.
Despite his amount of bathroom breaks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I mean, if he's fair, I don't care.
He was tougher on me.
He was all right for the last debate. He forced Ranty to answer questions with, so.
Okay, cool. So we could probably do that then.
The whole time.
Whatever, dude. So anyway, I guess that it's a unfounded expectation for you to actually stake your claim with specificity, and you're going to run away to this ambiguous safe zone. You think you've created for yourself. No, I'm just saying. It is a pretty weak position, right?
He answered that, and you said you'd move on with.
Well, no, I mean it's just like he's making a claim that is not as strong as what you're asking. Like, his claim is just that it's not flat. He's not going further to prescribe what it is.
Oh, that means it has to be curved. Yeah. So if it's curving at a different rate than they said, that means they didn't go to space. That means that the distances on the Earth don't work. That means that day and night cycle is wrong. That means that every single aspect of this model is wrong. So hey, welcome to our side anyway, because we said they lied about the Earth, and we want to figure out what it really is. So Ranty's still on our side. Yay!
Right here,
I mean, sure. If you want to rationalize it,
I'm posting the video in the chat right now for you to go and watch. So you
can post it 12 times. I'm not going to watch it.
So you can get yourself up to speed. Great! It'll be an even bigger embarrassment for you then, right?
Ranty, you didn't say it was wrong. You just said you're not committing on it, right? You didn't say it's right or wrong.
I said I don't need to for this observation. As a flat earther, I took a keen interest in what this observation showed, and I tried to match it to a flat plane, and I wasn't able to do that in any way, shape, or form. Even invoking all the optical effects that we've collected over the past 5 years, still wasn't able to make it a flat plane. So if Witsit here is going to be able to bring it and say he can make this a flat Earth observation, I'm all ears.
So to clarify, you're only willing to debate specifically this observation, obviously not the entire model, not just flat Earth versus globe Earth.
Correct. This observation. This was the observation that changed.
Right, because you know you'd get intellectually eviscerated if you try to defend the globe model, right?
We're talking about this observation.
But can you just be honest? You know that I would just run circles around you if you try to debate the whole globe model.
Just garble on, and I can't be asked. I want to talk about optics and this observation, so you know where to come.
But just to clarify, you're not willing to defend the globe model, just this observation being impossible on a flat Earth.
Correct. Well done.
Okay, that's hilarious. But you're already showing how weak your position is, and you know that you can only try to wiggle your way out of the conversation.
That is his position. But that is his position.
Yeah, but his position is useless.
No, my position is pretty clear, actually. Because
okay, well then Ranty's admitting that we never went to space, that NASA's a liar. Your handlers are going to be real upset, Ranty, because you're not still defending the lie that we were told as children. You're just defending.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me tell you what I am defending. The fact that this doesn't match a flat model at all in any way, shape, or form, and in fact, it actually matches up the globe mathematics very well. Now, if you accept this information and this apparent drop for what it is, which is drop, and you then know that you're not on a flat plane, you can then make your own mind up what you live on. I've made my mind up that I live on a globe, and then I also, through the process of reasoning, I'm able to come to the conclusion that if it is a globe, then gravity's real and everything else is real. And do I need to even worry about if there's people on the ISS? No, because I don't need to worry about that, because this observation shows that if it's a globe, everything else just falls into place. So
wow, dude, you're an intellectual giant. Dude, I got a logical question for you here as a follow-up. If you're so sure of yourself now, how can you be so sure of yourself if for 5 years you were so incompetent that you thought for sure the globe wasn't real and that you saw all these observations that debunked it, but now you know that the Earth is in fact a globe, and the 5 years that you went around saying that it wasn't, you were actually just an incompetent idiot. How is it that you can be so sure that you know the truth right now? With one observation.
I guess we're going to find out when we have this debate. You know, because you're bringing it, right?
Yeah, it's going to be effortless. I'll take a nap and wake up and walk to the computer and eviscerate you.
Okay, then. Well, I'm waiting.
Okay, you're the one waiting longer because you keep pushing it back. So
can we just clarify when the debate is then and who it is?
So I'll have a chat with Conspiracy Cats, try and set up a time, and then I'll find some way of getting a hold of this clown to let him know when it is.
All right, cool. You three-way call your handler with Conspiracy Cats, and then we'll work out a time and date that's approved.
Can I raise something, Ranty? Can you make sure it's a lot less than 5 hours this time?
Yeah. Well, his brain only works so fast, so he just is really dry and talks real slow. He can't help it.
Well, he'll rage quit in about half an hour, probably.
The only way I rage quit is whenever I get muted 57 times and the moderator debates with the debater.
Try to only interrupt 56 times then.
Yeah, so as long as this is honest and I have flat earthers telling me Conspiracy Cats did a decent job, then there's no reason for me to rage quit. I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
Cool. Sounds like a plan.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Now we know there's something to look forward to, right?
Yeah, and I'm still going to expose that you're afraid to specify the globe Earth model's real, but whatever.
Oh, you really?
Can we take bets on how much he explodes?
Yeah, I'm going to expose you, Ranty, because you can't even stake the claim, because you know immediately upon staking that flag, I'm going to rip you to shreds. So what you want to do is hone in on a misrepresentation of a singular observation, right? So that you can pretend somehow it throws out all the other evidence because of an optical effect, because of an observation that you admit fluctuates, right? Like it's not always 100% the same location, it fluctuates, right?
That sounds like a flat earth argument.
Sounds like the Black Swan.
Who said it fluctuated?
So you're saying it doesn't move at all? What we see is the actual location?
I'm saying that every image that I've seen that's a photograph that's been taken by Bev or Bev's son from that location shows an identical relationship between the mountains and the tower. So I have no problem in saying that I haven't seen it.
So is this the actual location?
Huh? Yes, the actual location.
Oh, wow, you're really going to get dominated. All right, so anyway, y'all heard it. He agreed. He might have to back out. His handler may not approve. Usually what happens whenever I talk to these globe zealots that get propped up via algorithms, they agree to debates whenever I expose them and put them on the spot in places like this publicly, but then they run and talk to whoever tells them what to do, and then they back out for some unfounded reason. So Ranty, can we get your word that you're going to stick to it and actually debate me?
Who's done that? Who's done? What globe did that?
Ranty, can we get your word?
He's just bigging himself up. I don't run from anybody.
Ranty, will you give us your word that you're going to debate me?
Of course I am.
I give my word that I'm going to debate you.
Oh, stop buttering him like this, witsit. He said
he deserves it.
No, the reason he's doing this is because he wants to try and present himself as like the alpha male, so that he goes into this with some kind of confidence, but he doesn't realise who he's actually coming to debate. He's never debated anybody like me, and he's going to find out how poorly he knows his own model when I eviscerate.
I don't have a model, Ranty. That's you, buddy.
When I eviscerate you, Sunshine.
And the Earth's flat. That's a model.
Dude, hey, Ranty, does space and time bend and warp?
Well, how does that apply to?
He's talking about not knowing your own model, man.
How does that?
I just think it's funny that in order for your model to be real and the Earth to be a ball, then space and time has to warp.
I'm not talking about my model in this observation. It's all about your model.
Not true.
To explain precious metals.
Exactly. He doesn't know what he's walking into.
No, I do know that you could never debate me on the entirety of the subject. You have to hone in on one observation that you're cherry picking without accounting for all of the variables, and you didn't even use infrared.
So now you want to debate about it, and you really want to accept that this is just an anomaly, right? Okay. That this is an anomaly, and then talk about the rest of the stuff rather than talk about the most.
No, you want to cherry pick one place and not talk about all the rest of the observations and evidence. That's what you're doing. Stop self-projecting.
Did you ask for infrared on the Black Swan, or is it just on this occasion?
But we didn't need infrared on the Black Swan.
Right, and we don't need infrared on this observation either.
Right. Yo, we do. This is the difference. Let me explain to you the difference. I know that you're very incompetent. I know that you're incompetent. But the reason that you need... Shut up, I'm talking. The reason that you need infrared, and the difference is because without infrared on the Black Swan, we actually falsify the physical obstruction necessity of the geometry.
Yeah, don't tell me to shut up. As I pointed out earlier, there are no observations at all, flat Earth observations, ever that meet witsit's criteria for a sufficient and efficient observation, as he described it.
Are we absolutely?
This is because whenever we make an observation without infrared and it shows that we see too far void of physical obstruction necessitated by the radius value, you didn't need infrared because we debunked the physical obstruction without the infrared. But whenever you're touting an observation that supposedly shows a physical obstruction when it's obviously just an apparent location, but you have to do mental gymnastics and say it's an actual location, then yes, infrared would be additionally beneficial.
You're being very arbitrary with that definition.
Let me guess, that was word salad.
It was because he said a lot of nothing.
More time you have to put some gaps between the words, else it is just a word salad.
I don't know more time to prepare.
Ranty, do you need more time to prepare for the debate?
Are we clear on date, time, and location? Are we clear on date, time, and location?
No, but why do we even need a separate date if they're both ready to go?
Be quiet. They've already agreed to. They've already agreed
for the sales.
He has to run it by his handler. He has to try to get as much notoriety as he can and build it up. And he has to get to his little boyfriend's channel so he can help him moderate. That's why.
So what happened with your boyfriend? Here's the deal. So Witsit is part of the Globebusters crew, right? So I've already taken on the Flat Earth Debate crew, and I smashed Brian's logic into oblivion on Friday, I believe it was. So now we're going to be taking on the Globebusters, right? So Witsit has a few days, let's say, to actually go to Bob and Joanism and actually put something forward that can put something forward. Can I just finish my point? So he's actually got time now to actually go back to the Globebusters and for them all to get their heads together and counter any of the arguments that I've already spoken about.
He said he doesn't need
particular observation, right? So
save your sales pitch for your pay raise to your handler. We don't care.
Rather than have him come in underprepared and get totally obliterated, and then him complain that he hasn't had time to research it and he wished he'd have done this.
I'll do it right now, Ranty. Let's do it right now.
Spoken to Jeranism. I want everybody to know that he's now on notice. That he's now, from this moment on, got time to go to the Global.
I don't have to run and get permission from handlers. That's you, Ranty.
Yo, Jem, can we do it right now in this server?
This is on the Globebusters team. So when Witsit debates me, it's Globebusters versus me, not just Witsit. I want the whole team on this. So you're representing everybody. So you better get your act in order, Sunshine, because you're going to have to bring your A.
Hey, again, you just showed your cards that the way that you
everyone and do it now.
He just showed his cards that the way that he looks at it is that you have to go run and talk to other people to get approval and run it by people. That's because that's what you have to do, Ranty. I'm my own person. I'm just on the panel. I don't have to go run by anything with anybody, bro. I am a panel member on Globebusters, and I do what I want to do.
I'm going to message Bob right now, and I'm going to tell him
no one cares.
You're going to be debating me, so that he's fully informed that he now needs to get a hold of you and tell you what you need to do. Because if you don't,
I don't have handlers like you, buddy.
Guys, is there
You're the only one with handlers.
Server that objects to them doing it right now? Like
Yes, Witsit needs to understand what the argument is. That's what
I understand what the argument is. I understand. The mountains can't be lower than the tower, the Ursabra. That's your argument.
C percent. This is why he needs to prepare.
Dude, he's saying he's ready, so let him.
Not,
they both claim
listen,
that they're ready to do it now.
It's not happening now. So shut up asking. Stop telling that.
Yeah, because you know that there's only one side of this that needs to prepare, and it's you, and you need to run it by your handlers.
Ranty's already debated, though. He is prepared for a debate.
Then why doesn't he debate me right now?
Because you need to learn the argument.
No, don't tell me what I need. How about Ranty just debates me right now? He should be able to just dominate me if I don't even know the argument yet.
Antecedent to the discussion.
Seriously, this is where we
the necessary antecedent is that he would have an advantage because I don't know the argument yet. He should be able to just lie and dominate me.
An advantage. I want you to have all the chances in the world.
Yeah, cool excuse, bro.
Because when I destroy you,
I wonder who's afraid to do this. I can't imagine.
You are going to be.
I think he's more concerned with doing it for the sales, for the views, and
absolutely
super chats and all that jazz.
Just do it right now, man.
This is where it goes
down.
No, I wouldn't.
There's massive complaints about the moderation here. I thought that was one of the reasons you wanted to do it on Canucks.
This is horrible for moderation. There's no fucking moderation here ever.
Shut up.
He's going to have to bring
this is getting circular.
You have no idea what moderation goes on here.
Well, you definitely, I do. You boot me and mute me every time I dominate this whole entire room of people.
There's been dozens and dozens of moderator acts that have protected you, Brenda. So you want to think about that for a minute before you go.
Ranty, was the money worth being dishonest liar?
Guys, it's also important to recognize the moderation of the server, the conversations that we have casually is going to be way different than the moderation of an actual debate. Like if everyone's on mute and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Hey, Ranty, was the money worth going to sleep every night knowing that you're a liar?
Come on, man.
About being muted. I've been muted several
I'm just
times.
curious. I'm genuinely curious. I don't know. I've never sold my soul for money, so I don't know if it helps you sleep or what. I don't.
So
you didn't sell your soul. You had your soul taken and stolen from someone.
Yeah, he just made a claim.
Someone.
I'd like to see where he gets his information from. So
you say that with the confidence of knowing they hid the paper trail. Cool story.
So can you? Wow, you are seriously down the rabbit hole, Sunshine.
No, I think that you got paid money and that you. Yeah, that's what I think.
You don't think?
Because you've already showed that you only operate for money by stealing it from someone who was about to be homeless. So it certainly wouldn't surprise me that you sell out for money.
You just make shit up, don't you?
No, I talked to someone firsthand that wrote the check to replace the money you stole a couple days ago. Yeah. Are you saying I didn't talk to him?
I'm saying that
he didn't steal anything, and that was decided in a court of law. So
because it went to his channel, that's why. That was the reason.
Nothing to do with that.
So anyway, we'll move on. I guess you're not going to answer. Your handlers have you on a strict leash.
Did you get the court transcript?
No.
So why are you making fucking shit-faced claims then if you don't even...
Wait, are you saying that they didn't say that you could keep the money because it was sent to your channel?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Is it Zach Zabala that sent to that money?
No, I talked to the person that wrote the check. Ranty recorded the conversation. It doesn't matter. Ranty recorded the conversation with him and then played some of it on the air. Ranty knows exactly what I'm talking about. Someone contacted him, asked him what the amount was, and then wrote a check himself out of his own money to replace it.
I remember that. Who was that?
This all still sounds like hearsay to me.
No. Ranty knows it's true. Ranty, is that true? Yes or no?
No, because I never recorded the conversation with the guy that actually...
Ranty, did the guy write the check? Yes or no?
I have no idea. He told me he did.
Okay, so it's not just hearsay. I talked to him. He wrote the check. I know he wrote the check. And I probably could get the physical evidence of it, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. My point is just to show this guy's a dishonest scumbag.
Physical evidence of what?
Why'd you steal the money, Ranty?
Oh, steal it. So now it's steal the money. You do, like I say, you do realize it went to court, don't you? Yeah, bring your evidence.
Wait, Ranty, I'm asking, was that money sent to you, or was it sent on the expectation it would go to her? Which one?
Oh, it's already been decided.
No, I'm not asking about the court of law.
I'll answer that. It was sent to Ranty, very obviously sent to Ranty, and there's a few reasons why that's known. One, this guy had made donations like that before. Two, there was a conversation specifically about this donator and how he hadn't been around for a while directly before he made the donation. And three, he made a separate donation to Roxanne via the other means that was being requested people make donations to her through. So that's...
so the guy that sent him the money he stole did send money to Roxanne. That's interesting.
Yes, it is interesting, dickhead.
Yeah,
it's interesting because obviously he wanted to support it. You're just a little grabbler. You sell out for money, so of course you.
So now I'm a grabbler. Right, okay, so it's
you think that space and time didn't work now because you've cherry picked an observation where you can't see the base of a mountain. What a loser.
Listen, Witsit's just projecting because he knows if he takes Nathan to the court of law, he's going to lose. He's just projecting.
What?
That's all.
I have receipts for everything he stole. I just don't care about money. If he wants to steal it, he can steal it.
That's what poor people say that are in a losing battle.
That's what poor people say. What a cool story. Okay, so stop being so concerned with my personal life. Never have I ever gone around and stalked someone I claim is stupid and then be obsessed with their personal life.
Don't broadcast
That's so
it to the public then.
But you're the one that watches the broadcast. What a weirdo. You claim I'm stupid, but you're obsessed. Yeah, you're obsessed with me. You're a weirdo.
When flat earthers eat each other, it's entertaining.
Yeah. So you watch all my live streams, but I'm stupid?
No. Just when Nathan fucks you over like the gamma you are, right? What a gamma move, right?
I'm a gamma because I took the high road and let someone take my stuff.
You let people steal things. Yeah, that's pretty gamma.
Yeah,
move,
he stole my stuff and I just let it go. Because I don't sell out for money. I don't care about money. I just give away half my stuff, bro. Because you guys don't understand that, and I get it. So it's like trying to talk to someone that defends the murdering of defenseless babies about how it's stupid and terrible. You'll never understand it. You're sunken in depravity. But I will say this: Yehovah loves you.
Special.
Hey, the Father loves you, and you can get right with him. It's not too late. It's not too late.
This is the sort of crap Subarats used to come out with. That
he's a real piece of shit, isn't he?
These elevated, enlightened folk that we're all goody two.
Hey, Ranty, you can still repent and get right with the Father, bro. Just so you know.